3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, I'm Eric Walker, host of New 98 Connected on Comcast Channel 98. I'm here with Dekeither Stamps. This is one of our first internet interviews, and I want to talk to you about creating wealth in the city of Jackson. Now, most people, when they come to Jackson, they see a lot of blighted homes. They see what they say is not growth, rugged roads. Let's be honest, in the city of Jackson, it's got some rugged roads. But people like you take that and they see it as opportunity.
Exactly. Great opportunity, because when you look at how wealth is created, it's created by getting in sync with God. Now you may ask, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? See, most of the time people are taught that money's made, that wealth is made. No, wealth is created. God is a creator, and when we get into what I call creation space and start creating things, we get wealthy.
So you're saying create your own money. How do you create money?
Okay.
Most people say when you create money, you're talking about going to the U.S. Reserve and printing money. That's not what you're talking about.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I was talking about creating wealth. Let's say the only industry that really taps into that in the black community is the music industry. They take a microphone, which is a tool. They take some, recording equipment, which is a tool, and they talk in it, and they put it on a CD, and then they give it to somebody, and that person gives them some money.
So in other words, what you're saying is you're saying to use your mind and capitalize on things around you that other people like, and basically insert yourself in that and say, hey, how can I use this to make me some money?
Exactly. Exactly.
Give me another example.
Okay. Anybody that creates a product, whether it be a book, CD, audio, tape, any of those things, you're taking
anything where there's a need, because we want to capitalize on that.
Okay. Did you know you needed an iPhone before you had an iPhone?
Oh, interesting.
There was no need there. They created a really good product and opened up a need. They just created what was in their mind and said, boom, I got something. I got an idea.
Right.
And that's why on my blog is Ideas Never Die. And all my taglines is Ideas Never Die. God gives you an idea, but if you don't act on it, He's going to give somebody else an idea. And 15 years from now, you'll be like, hey, I thought about that. I had that idea. I never acted on it.
Okay, so using that same concept now, how can we take that and apply it to the city of Jackson? How can someone make wealth here?
Oh, you talking about blighted properties? That means they're inexpensive. You go into it, you rehab it, and you rent it out.
But it takes money, though. What if you don't have money?
Okay, let's say you just have a piece of property. You start with one. See, first off, when you want to get in the wealth creation business, you got to drop the employee mindset. Most people have been taught to be employees, and that's not going to make you wealthy. That whole system was never even built to make you wealthy. That system was built to make someone else wealthy. When you die, you cannot give your job to your daughter. But if you own a business, everything that every employee has ever created, every idea, everything, it all goes to your children.
But Dekeither, a lot of folks might be saying, well, listen, owning my own business may not be for me. I don't have a financial mindset. I don't know how to. Some people, let's be honest, don't do mental math well.
Right.
So how can you take that idea and turn it into wealth?
Okay. Most people who have an employee mindset go into a business and say, hey, I need all this money and I need all this stuff in order to run a business. Well, in my mind, we own several businesses in my family. Like I told you before, when I was a child, I was taught to have two bikes, one to ride, one to rent.
Right.
All right. So if you want to start a business, you take whatever your craft is. Let's say you bake cupcakes.
Okay.
All right. You don't start off with a garage full of cupcakes.
I'd rather not bake cupcakes, by the way. I'd rather bake something else.
Give me a product.
Well,
give me a product.
Give me donuts. Donuts sounds like more masculine.
All right, donuts. All right. You like donuts. All right. So make 6 donuts.
Okay.
Go sell 6 donuts.
All right.
Take the profits and don't go pay your light bill or water bill with the profits. Take your profits and go make 12.
Here we go. So the mindset behind this idea is pay yourself first and pay your bills second.
Exactly.
That is
right.
That's
the whole purpose of working.
But it's counterintuitive to what we're normally taught in schools.
Oh, exactly. First, you take your profits and you reinvest it in the business for the first 6 months.
Okay.
This is a basic business principle of people who really start businesses. For the first 6 months of this business is in operation, you roll the profits over in the business. You don't pay your water bill, you don't pay your cell phone bill, you roll all the profits over in the business. Mm-hmm. So let's say your donut example, you make 6, because that's normally how big a pan is, you know, 6 of them. And then so you go back and you sell 6, and you go back and make 12, and you sell 12. Then you make 24, and you sell 24.
Okay.
And pretty soon, you're gonna learn what you need to do to make your business grow. When you show up and you have 10,000 donuts
right.
that you're trying to sell, you don't know how to do it. Secondly, the market would have tested your product along the way.
Right.
So now each time you sell 6, you say, well, did you enjoy those other ones? What can I do to make them better? And you'll tweak what you do, then you'll tweak how you deliver that product, and then you'll tweak, you know, everything tailored to the market. So now you're just going into a market, expanding the market, and over-servicing the market.
You know, one of the things that I had to do when I decided to take the entrepreneurship route is you literally have to change how you think.
Right.
And it sounds so simple, but it's so hard because you've been taught since you were a kid certain things. You know, you go to school, you get your education, you come out, and you find yourself a nice, decent job that has security. Tell me what that word, before we go, tell me what that word security means. And I want folks to get this.
Now, security for me is I have a lot of customers, and all of my security is in on how my customers are serviced and treated. That's security for me. Anytime somebody can fire me, demote me, whatever me, that's not security in my mind. That's actually the biggest liability I ever see in my life.
Security for those who work now is saying that I've been settling into my job for a certain amount of years. I've got a nice car, I've got a nice house, I've got a family, I've got kids. Therefore, I'm secure. That's not security.
No, that's not security. Security for me is when I retired at the age of 33 years old, is that, hey, you know what? Let me get my income up to a residual level.
Right. Get
my expenses below that. And that means I can go buy an RV and ride around America.
So it's the freedom that attracts you.
Exactly. That's real freedom.
Okay, got you.
Real freedom. And once you get a taste of freedom, it may feel risky for other people who have to be somewhere every day. I'm free just walking outside because I look and see opportunity.
And you don't have to get up every day at 9 and then go to work for a certain amount of hours.
You will wake up at 6 thinking the way I'm telling you to think. And be amped up and crunk all day long. No coffee, no additives, no preservatives.
Wow.
Vice having to beat yourself out of the bed every day.
Awesome.
Because you walk outside and say, you know what? And you start looking, you'll see opportunity. What does this person need? What's going on over here? Everywhere you look, you'll see little opportunities where you can say, hold on. If I put in this amount of money and fill this gap.
But you got to balance the risk, though.
Right, you got to balance the risk.
Yeah.
But also, in the black community, we were never taught to do business together. We were always taught this whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps crap, do it on your own, never do anything by yourself.
Interesting.
Never, ever. You don't vote by yourself. You don't go into business by yourself. Hey, you shouldn't even raise your kids by yourself. It takes a village to do everything.
Right. Let's leave it right there, Dekeither. This is Dekeither Stamps. We're going to have him on the show on Local 98 Connected. We're going to talk a little bit more about building a business and how you can take a city like Jackson and actually create a lot of wealth here. Stay tuned for that. Local 98 Connected is going to be airing all month long in the month of April. We're going to continue on from there. Like Dekeither said, we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep building, and we're going to keep expanding our portfolio. And who knows what can happen. Stay up, stay with us. Thanks for watching.
See you soon.